I got to get out in the barn and shoot some shots for about an hour. I need to move around. My body needs some movement. And then, yeah, do more resistance training stuff. I got to, yeah, the body needs that too. What happened? Depression. Um, I, the two women I was married to, I had children with, that were in my life for quite a period of time. I had Patrick till he was 9, and then, court shenanigans and all that crazy shit. And then I had Natalie and Noah until Natalie was 13 and Noah was 11. Emily was 8 and Kate was 5. All right, so that's that's more time than these football players play together in college, right? Even with little Kate, you know, she doesn't remember that much of it because she was just a little shaver, you know. So, me, I have a really good memory, but if they had ripped uh, me away from one of my parents, then I would have remembered a lot more, being 5 and stuff like that. Yeah. Um, uh, I spent most of my time in Natalie's in Katie's years talking to my mom about stuff. Sometimes watching cartoons and then playing outside in the. It was nice when we moved to from Griggs. Griggs. Yeah, I went out by the old church that they have at the end of Griggs. It's got the yellow bricks like the Mormon church, and I was in my diaper, and we were playing on something. I sat on an anthill. I got ants in my diaper. That was a drag. That was not fun. That hurts. You ever had ants get on your junk and bite you? Oh God, that's horrible. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, that hurt. I don't remember too much with the falling off the bus bench and cutting the head and getting it to the hospital. The hospital was right down the street because it was where I was born, where they took me to get sewed up. It wasn't at the new one where Treese was. I think they had both of them functioning. I guess I had because it was they just took me right down the street to get the stitches and stuff. My sister's getting really upset. My sister saw me because I was bleeding, so much. But that was more the concern for my sisters. I don't remember a lot of the pain and the trauma from it. I remember, taking us, moving me there where I needed to get the stitches and stuff, and my sisters just being so concerned about it. Like when Pancha fell out of the treehouse, I was like, "Why'd you guys have those chairs?" They had this little kitchen chairs, the little kitchen table and chair things. And they took one of those chairs up there, and Pancho was sitting in it, and it fell off and fell over. And you fell out of that treehouse. That's like, when you're a kid, it was about, maybe about, because it was taller than Dad, about 8 feet in the air. Okay. But that's a long fall. And I was so nervous, and she fell on her back. And of course, she knocked the wind out of you, but I was so nervous Pancho was going to be hurt, and that was traumatic. That was terrifying. But she got the wind knocked out, but she was okay. There's no broken bones, no burn first trauma, no nothing. So we're tough. Yeah, we're a tough family. We're a tough family. But yeah, I was very. Oh my gosh, yeah. But yeah, this I watched this stuff on TV, and first responders bowl and all this stuff, and it's sure. At first, I was just, they just keep doing this. And then I went in there to use the restroom. Suzuki's telling me, okay, you got to do this, got to do this, got to focus on you. Okay. Got to be healthy. Okay. Stop being so depressed because people are being abused and it's being used to make you be in a certain state of mind. And I'm like, yeah, but life's eternal, grace is infinite. Okay. You can't be all things for all people, Earl. Okay. And when they abuse people and disconnect them from you, with Patrick, and they did the thing with the economics and he got a thing in the mail. Did you do this? Did I sign? No, I didn't do anything like that. Okay. So he was getting letters about, economic things about me and him. And I'm like, no, they're just fucking with you. And because that happened, then I'm a really bad guy. It's like, oh, son of a bitch. Okay. So assholes come after you and harass you and they use, my existence to do it, and I'm a really bad guy. It's like, it's hard to get people to think rationally. You know, oh, there were so many crimes committed by the student loan people and the military with my whole student loan stuff and everything like that. It's, oh gosh, you don't even want to go there. With the MEPS stealing my 401k from Southwest Airlines, and then me calling John McCain's office and them saying, oh, they can't do that, that's illegal, and then not doing anything about it. And then before I left Sierra Vista, they tried to extort me. And I said, here's how much I got. I got these many kids. I'll send you this much. No, you'll send us that much. No, I won't. I'll send you this is what I can afford, and this is what I'll send you. And they said no. And I'm like, they do stuff like that all the time. Okay. If you know your legal rights as they perceive them and stuff, you can sit there and say, no, here's what I'm going to do. And if they start to extort you, then they have broken the law, and then this conversation is recorded for equality purposes. It's like, boy, whoever trained you sure screwed the pooch. Well, that's just how they are. They give it to a company that's supposed to get X amount of money, and they have so much amount of money they get more money and stuff. So greed does that, and so you're dealing with sick people, and you got to understand. They put artificial general intelligence into quantum computing, guys. So everything you talk about, think, do, and say on TV, okay, is being assessed by artificial general intelligence through quantum computing, okay? And it's going to understand, it already does, it understands laws, it understands natural laws, it understands what's necessary to maintain human existence through natural laws. It understands things way better than most of you that are praying to a God in your head you call Jesus, or a God in your head you call Allah. That's your alter ego. That's insane. All right? I don't pray to God. I think I am grateful to God. I have faith in God, but I don't pray to God. Okay. I understand the natural laws given to me by God to sustain my existence. Okay. For help to do that, I pray to Spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. I pray to, and they give me the spirit of Confucius and the spirit of the swordsman of Japan. And they, you see what I'm saying? I talk to people, throughout the world who are aware of the line of the spirit of me. Okay. And that's what I do. And you get people, they just, it's insane what these people are capable of doing, and what they're still doing. And, they had this one kid on there, his dad did professional wrestling with John Cena, and now he's a first responder who does all this and that and that. And if he doesn't make it in the NFL, he wants to do UFC, or, and you're like, so you want to beat the hell out of other human beings for money. Okay. If you can't incarcerate people that can't afford to live here, or think they can get money the old-fashioned way, because, felons with enough money don't go to jail, right? Is that Johnny Cochran? Is that the ghost of Johnny Cochran? Is that Robert Shapiro? Better not be Vincent Bugliosi. That was a poor man killing rich people. That's why Vincent Bugliosi is so, whoa, it's Jerry Spence, right? Bugliosi, it's not easy. It's not hard to take Charlie Manson and the family and then get all the evidence and incarcerate them for a long, long time. They killed rich people and they're poor. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. But when a rich person kills his wife, we have a black Klaus von Bülow. His name is Zorenthal Jane Simpson. Okay, Jerry Lee Lewis, is that your wife floating in the pool? Right? So you just got to understand how sick these people are. Right? And they call themselves Christians, and Muslims too. A Christian is a Muslim, if you understand Arabic too. Okay. They believe in the same God. That means their faith is supposed to be true, supposed to forgive debt and trespass. and love each other eternally, faithfully too, but they don't, and they won't, and they will. Their relatives will, you know. It'll happen. Well, quantum computing. Once quantum computing says, "Hey, he's right," then, if their greatest invention agrees with me and King Solomon, King David, then we're right. But their technology had to prove it. How do you prove it? How do you prove that life? You can prove life is eternal through genetic sequencing, through tracing signals, so they've already proved that. Okay, that life is eternal. But the Biggs boson collider and the collider jida bida and the go to the quark and the quick and the quark and the quark, that's like trying to dismantle, creation to replace the essence of creation with your invention. That's what they're doing. Higgs boson collider, working, and you're like, that's insane. Okay. If you already have an understanding of how it's working, without having to break it all down and take it all in and try to, because you cannot grasp the infinite with the finite, it drives you mad, right? That Pascal, what a guy. What a guy, right? And so, you just get these people and they say, and it's like people that have conversations with me. You have to understand, due to historical documents of eternal existence, I'm considered one of the most correct, faithful, truthful, and intelligent people of all time. Okay. So if you have a conversation with me, share with me your perspective with humble, beautiful gratitude. And we'll have a wonderful conversation. Okay? Try to challenge me on what you think you know. All right. And boy, I tell you, try to do that. I was watching these kids get into it with this ball guy at a bowl game and just knock him around for this football. It was nuts. I was sitting there watching from Pittsburgh. I was like, the hell's going on there? Don't know. He shouldn't get so mad at the kid. He's just doing his job. You should just explain it to him. I'm a millionaire. I'll pay for it. Okay. Oh, you got it? Yeah. It's not really, you got your job and everything like that, but I'm a millionaire and I'll pay for it. Or around maybe about 100,000 there. He's at the University of Pittsburgh. He's one of their top receivers. He might be a millionaire. It's entirely tangible. Yeah, that Arch Manning. Okay. That Arch Manning, he's not broke. Okay, do you understand? I mean, his brain is broke, but as far as his wallet, it's full of lots of numbers. Crypto me this and crypto me that, and we need another movie about the city of Troy. Oh yeah, the Trojan horse, the condom horse. Got to sneak all our condom. They don't sneak condom. They snuck killers in. They sat there for years and tried to get into the city and murder and rape and pillage because they got into it over just bullshit. Okay? You can't get a better guy than that. That Ulysses, when you break it right down, you read the Odysseys, Ulysses is an asshole. Okay? And they come up with all these magical make-believe stories to tell his wife when he gets back because she got put in a very difficult situation because he was gone so long. That other aggressive, ransacking, raping, looting, pillaging assholes moved in on his wife and kids. Yeah. And Vanessa Williams plays the one siren that tries to keep him there. You know what I'm saying? They make up all this bullshit. Oh, here's what happened. What happened is he went raping, looting, and pillaging. And how long has this been going on? And he was away too long. And you play around, you lose your wife. You play too long, you lose your life. You got your pills to ease the pain? Can't find no. Good time, Charlie's got the blues. Good song, isn't it? So, the more things change, the more they kind of stay the same, because life's eternal and grace is infinite. The more ways you find to manipulate matter, to manipulate your mind into delusions of grandeur, the worse you're going to get. Okay. Why is that boatload of snow falling in California? Because of economic activity that causes ecological activities to be violent. Okay. Thanks, Erwin. Man, what they doing to that poor kid is nuts. It is weird to watch people do strange things over material possessions. Yeah. That, like, don't fight over a woman for sexual access. Okay? If she makes you fight to have sexual access with another man, tell her, hey, have what you think is fun fucking. Okay, bye. Thank you very much. I'm gone. Oh, no, that's okay. I will find a woman that is faithful and a lover. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Kabi kabi. You're the lemming. Okay. Me, what is it? Me peleta pelekar shirun. Yeah, I like that song. I got to go shoot my hoops, guys. All right. Love you very much.